What's going on, guys? This is a video for Deontay Wilder. Congratulations on the career. Good career. Everybody wanted the Joshua fight. It didn't pan out. Sometimes that's what happens. Most deadliest right hand in boxing. So, well played for Wilder. Taking on tough fights at the end, taking on Parker, taking on Zhang. Him and Tyson Fury they beat the hell out of each other. They just took it out of each other. And Wilder and that Zhang, and again Zhang, Wilder did better than I thought he would. Wilder, I thought it would knock him out, but talking about like the boxing wise, the first two rounds, first two rounds in a heavyweight, it's usually Wilder's always it's a feel out round. And the commentators they kept talking about that he's gun shy and gun shy. I think people put too much emphasis on him being gun shy. I mean, you're in there against a 280-pound monster. Third, fourth, and fifth round, he did start to throw more. Especially the fifth and sixth round, started to let his right hand go. So if the fight would have went on, I think he would have caught him because he was feeling himself. I have no idea when I saw the fight and that right hook caught him and made him turn around for some reason, and maybe there's other people that think this. I thought the Wilder turning around and looking at the referee like that, in my mind, I thought he thought the round was over or something. I have no other explanation as to why he turned around like that. Because he made a face like he didn't, like the shot was nothing. He said something to the ref. Maybe Zhang stepped on his foot and I don't know. Regardless, you're supposed to protect yourself at all times. Man, it sucks. It sucks. A lapse, a little, 2 seconds lapse in judgment. Him turning around, turning his back against Zhang, not seeing him come up, and Zhang just put him out. One thing with that is could I think, and I'm not just saying this, I'm not a fanboy of Wilder. I'm really not. I had years where I thought AJ Wilder was ducking AJ, and I didn't know all the facts, but there was a perception going on that it's because I didn't hear both sides of the story. So I have a hell of a lot of respect for Wilder, but I'm not a fanboy in him. But does anybody else think that the ref could have let the fight go on? He made it to his feet. Fury, they would have let Fury go on 100%. They would have let Tyson Fury go on. Wilder beat the count. He was on his feet. You know, you can't blame the ref for calling it off. He was clearly out of it. I mean, that you just seeing him get dropped, I screamed. I was like, oh, I mean, just seeing it get dropped like that. He was, you can't say he was out though, because he made it up. He was on his feet. He didn't go out on his shield. I mean, he was standing. So I think, and that was close to the end of the round. Maybe if they would have they would have let the fight go on. Who knows? But whatever. Forget the what ifs. He had a hell of a career. If he calls it, he may not call it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't retire because he has to be. And I saw it because after the fight, you see him like mad at himself, like I'm alright, I'm good, I'm not hurt. That's the dog in him, the warrior speaking. But anybody taking a shot like that from Zhang straight to the face, literally, and just in the middle of the face, a full force shot from Zhilei Zhang. I mean that would maybe I'm exaggerating, but I feel like that would kill people. But and Wilder got up. So I don't know. I hear people. I've seen videos of people talking about that Wilder's chin is gone. He got up from that. He took a full force 280-pound heavyweight punch, And you could say it was almost like it wasn't a Superman punch. Zhang didn't get off of his feet, but Zhang, he took like four quick steps and it was a full force. I mean, that Zhang put everything he had into it, and Wilder got up. So credit to Wilder, credit to him. I think they did him wrong, even though he talked about retiring before the fight. When if a boxer as with as many accomplishments as Wilder is saying, listen, if I lose, I might retire. Why wouldn't they give the man like a not a ceremony, but give him his time in the ring, appreciate him, clap for him, give him, a minute to have a little speech, not just in the press conference, but in the ring. Like Dustin Poirier over the weekend just lost against Islam, and he made a speech talking about, he's hanging it up. They don't give boxers that kind of well, at least they didn't give Wilder that credit. I mean, he deserves that credit. Malik Scott, hey, I think he gave good advice. A lot. I've heard people talking about Malik Scott is ruined Wilder's career. Being unbiased during the fight at the end of the rounds, I'm listening and I'm like, he's giving. At one point, he told Wilder, "Don't tell me yes, do it." And I was like, good. Yeah, he's really he was being like a military soldier, not a soldier, like giving that kind of militant commands, like don't tell me you're gonna do it, do it. So you can't blame Malik. He was he did his best and he did good. Malik Scott gave great instructions, and not just giving good instructions, he made sure he was heard. He made sure Wilder was fully paying attention to him, fully focused. And like I said, when he said, don't tell me yes, do it, that credit to Malik Scott. That's what most boxers need, and that kind of coaching, that yelling, like stop telling the fighter if they're losing, stop telling them, oh, you won this round. That doesn't work. Malik Scott tried his best to um and it's not that Wilder was gun shy. I was gonna say Malik Scott tried his best to make Wilder pull the trigger. But again, I think Wilder was getting into it. I really do. I think Wilder started to throw the right hand. He was starting to throw 1-2s. I think it was the end of the fifth round. Wilder caught Zhang with a good shot. Zhang acknowledged it, and Wilder he started to throw it. He started to let him go. And I was like, okay, there we go. That's what we need. And he just got caught in the sixth round. I mean, a beautiful counter from Zhang. Zhang is fast. Man, I mean, because he's from the southpaw stance, it was a right hook. He's fast. Caught Wilder and spun him around. I don't know if it was the force of the punch that spun him around, but when I saw it, I thought Wilder thought the round was over, and he wanted to complain to the ref about Zhang stepping on his feet. But no, that's obvious, And the ref was like, "Yo, protect yourself." Man, I don't know what happened. I wonder what Wilder says about that. What was going through his mind when he turned around? It could have just been the punch that Zhang landed, just sent him in a la la land, man. I mean, that's okay. These guys are heavyweights. One punch changes everything, and that one punch literally changed the fight, ended the fight. So credit to Wilder. We didn't get to see him against AJ, but it is what it is. A lot of respect for Wilder. I have a lot of respect for him. Years ago, I mentioned this earlier. Years ago, I didn't think he was promoted right. They were doing him wrong. I think he was promoted wrong, and that led to a lot of it led to a lot of unpopular fan opinion about him because of the way that his career was run. But anyway, that's all I got. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.